Good day everyone. I am Riame Al-Nasaro from BSAD Math 3A and this is my final project number 5 for M115 Abstract Algebra. Now, we are going to show that it is a permutation group. So from the group table from my project number 1, we need to show that it is a permutation group. But what is a permutation? So the permutation is a group G whose elements are permutations of a given set. Again, this is my geometric model. So I called it Cooley-Full Balanced Beauty Model. It has 8 movement and also 8 movement at the back. Next, here is our completed table. We have here 16 elements, which are the elements S, T, A, R, L, O, V, E, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, we will be using the rho sub I for rotation and mu sub I for flips. So first is no rotation. Anyway, this model is the same doon sa geometric model ko. And again, I called it KBB or Cooley-Full Balanced Beauty Model. As you can see here, at the left side, we have the result. Apparently, dyan nangyayari yung mga rotations and also the flips. And at the right side, it is the original or yung model natin dito is steady lang siya. So let's start. A or 1 maps to 1, 2 maps to 2, 3 maps to 3, 4 maps to 4, 5 maps to 5, 6 maps to 6, 7 maps to 7, and last is we have 8 maps to 8. If we are going to observe it, there is no difference. So since rho sub 0 is do nothing or no rotation, so we have here the rho sub 0. So it represents the permutation. So we have the top row and the bottom row. We have the same row. Kumbaga, the same sila ng number. And also their arrangement. Since wala tayong ginalaw, wala tayong rotation, and we also wala tayong movement na ginawa. Next, we will rotate it 45 degrees counterclockwise. So, since it is from the movement in rho sub 1, so let's rotate it. So after rotating it, this will be the result. So 2 maps to 1, 3 maps to 2, 4 maps to 3, 5 maps to 4, 6 maps to 5, 7 maps to 6, 8 maps to 7, and last is we have the 1 maps to 8. As you can see here, we have the rho sub 2, and its movement is we will rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise. So let's rotate it and see the result. Ayan. So as you can see, after rotating it, nasa taas na yung 3. Right? So 3 maps to 1, 4 maps to 4, 5 maps to 3, 6 maps to 4, 7 maps to 5, 8 maps to 6, 1 maps to 7, and 2 maps to 8. This is the result. Next, in rho sub 3, the movement will be rotate the model 135 degrees counterclockwise. So, let's rotate it. As As you can see, nasa taas na yung 4 after nating ma-rotate yung model natin ng 135 degrees counterclockwise. And this will be the result. 4 maps to 1, 5 maps to 2, 6 maps to 3, 7 maps to 4, 8 maps to 5, 1 maps to 6, 2 maps to 7, and also we have the 3 maps to 8. In row sub 4, the movement we'll do is rotate it 180 degrees counterclockwise. So let's rotate it and see if ano yung magiging result niya. As you can see, nasa taas na yung 5 after rotating it. And this is now the result. So 5 maps to 1, 6 maps to 2, 7 maps to 3, 8 maps to 4, 1 maps to 5, 2 maps to 6, 3 maps to 7, and the last one is 4 maps to 8. Next, we have here the row sub 5. So same process then, we will rotate it 225 degrees counterclockwise muna. After rotating it 225 degrees, this is now its result. Next is we have the row sub 6. Same process pa rin, kagaya ng mga naunang rotation or mga movement. First, we have to rotate it 270 degrees counterclockwise. So let's rotate it. So after rotating it 270 degrees, as you can see, nasa taas na yung 7. And this will be the mapping. So 7 maps to 1, 8 maps to 2, 1 maps to 3, 2 maps to 7, or 4 rather, 3 maps to 5, 4 maps to 6, 5 maps to 7, and 6 maps to 8. And this is now the row sub 7. Same process pa rin sa mga nagawa natin. So, the movement that we are going to do is rotate the model 315 degrees counterclockwise. So, after rotating it 315 degrees counterclockwise, as you can see, nasa taas na yung 8. So, this will be the mapping. So, 8 maps to 1, 1 maps to 2, 2 maps to 3, 3 maps to 4, 4 maps to 5, 5 maps to 6, 6 maps to 7, and the last one is 7 maps to 8. Next, we have here the mu sub I for flips. So, the movement of mu sub 1 is flip the model vertically. So, 1 maps to 1, 8 maps to 2, 7 maps to 3, 6 maps to 4, 5 maps to 5, 4 maps to 6, 3 maps to 7, and 2 maps to 8. That is from the movement of mu sub 1. Next, we have here the mu sub 2. So this is the result after flipping the model between vertical line and right diagonal. We have 2 maps to 1, 1 maps to 2, 8 maps to 3, 7 maps to 4, 6 maps to 5, 5 maps to 6, 4 maps to 7, and 3 maps to 8. Next, we have the mu sub 3. So this is the result after flipping the model through the right diagonal. So we have 3 maps to 1, 2 maps to 2, 1 maps to 3, 8 maps to 4, 7 maps to 5, 6 maps to 6, 5 maps to 7, and lastly, we have 4 maps to 8. Same process sa mu sub 4. This is the result. So 4 maps to 1, 3 maps to 2, 2 maps to 3, 1 maps to 4, 8 maps to 5, 7 maps to 6, 6 maps to 7, and 5 maps to 8. Same process pa rin sa mu sub 5, and this is the result after the movement or after flipping it horizontally. And this is the mu sub 6. This is the result after flipping the model between horizontal line and left diagonal. And we have here the mu sub 7. As you can see, the result of mu sub 7 after flipping it or after flipping the model through the left diagonal. Next, we have here the mu sub 8, and after flipping it or flipping the model through the vertical line and left diagonal, this is now the result. So as you can see, we have 8 maps to 1, 7 maps to 2, 6 maps to 3, 6 maps to 4, 4 maps to 5, 3 maps to 6, 2 maps to 7, and 1 maps to 8. Next, so here is the table that we need to complete. So for example, we have here the row sub 1 star row sub 1. For us to know the first step, we need to copy the top row, which are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Next, titingnan mo yung bottom row ng second parenthesis. As you can see, we have the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and also 1. Ano nga ba yung katapat ng 2 based doon sa first parenthesis? Sa top row. So, 3 ang katapat niya. This is now the result of the P star P. So, this is the answer now, and it is equivalent to the row sub 2. Now, after doing the same process, this is now the completed table. Take note that it is not the same, or it is the same rather, sa group table sa final project number 1 na ginawa natin. Since the table we completed a while ago is the same to the original group table, this means that the two groups are isomorphic. Therefore, our permutation group satisfies the definition of a group. So, we don't need to do the conditions or the 4 conditions, which are the close, associativity, inverse element, and identity element. Since it is the same doon sa ginawa nating project number 1, therefore, we can conclude that our table group satisfies the definition of a group. So that's all for today. I am Rhea May El Nasro from BSED Math 3A, and this is my final project number 5 for M1105 Abstract Algebra.